A couple months ago, I was on the Pacific, in an ocean, in the Pacific Ocean. And I had the place to myself, the room to myself, that had the balcony. It was the best place because I'm, anyway, let's not go here. So you feel free. So anyway, so in the night, I decided to go and pray and meditate while the ship had stopped somewhere middle in the ocean where all that you could see was just the vastness of the ocean, and it was all this majesty of creation and quietness. So because I had this balcony that was convenient where I could sit by myself, I went there to meditate and to pray. And while I was praying and meditating from about 10 to about 4 in the night, someone came and this person had a tray, and they put a tray of what appeared like bread and what appeared like a certain drink in a certain bottle, cyclish bottle, next to me. And first of all, I was shocked that this person would enter my room when it was closed. But I thought, it was just quick thinking. I thought, this must be, I think they have obviously the key. Well, I'm still thinking, I first tried to stop them. Then he said, no, he didn't even want to talk to me. He said, this is what you're going to need. Just press it there, this like that. This is what you're going to need. Phew. Well, I'm trying to ask them, they were already marching out. Then, when I'm trying to think and gather my thoughts on how did they come in, where are they going, I didn't even order for this, how can they just come and bring? All of a sudden the place became green and brilliant. I was away from the ship. I was in another dimension. I was seated in a very, very, very snow white chair with cushion in a garden. And then the Lord came smiling from across, and he sat next in the chair just smiling at me. And I noticed that this tray and the bread and the drink were exactly the things that were handed to me when I was down on the boat, on the ship. So the Lord was smiling, like trying to, smiling and knowing that I'm surprised and, I'm in some kind of state of, what is going on here. So this was a very beautiful garden and was seated together. So he got the bread and he broke it and he gave me to eat. So when I got it and I started to eat, something very unusual happened that had never happened to me to that day. While I started to chew on it, I felt my body down there chewing as well on it while I was chewing on it here. I can't explain to you how, but that's exactly how it has happened. Then he gave me the drink, and when I held it, I was first surprised because I thought, but this is wine. And he looked at me and smiled. And I knew I don't think this kind here can mess me up. So I grabbed it and I drank it as well. And then as I was drinking it again, I would feel my body. Again, it was going right through me. Everything, I can't explain how it was happening both here and there. So then he looked at me after I'd eaten and I drank. He looked at me and smiled. And then he said to me, and so shall you teach my people intimacy, that when they see you, they shall know of my life and they shall feed on it. Then straight away, I came back, and then on that table, the tray was not there, nothing, no bread, nothing. And then I began to think and wonder. And I began to understand transdimensional, among all things, transdimensional existence. How you can live on this earth and yet be seated with Christ in the heavenly places. How you can actually, I'm not saying somehow, no, actually interact with the heavenlies while you are here on earth. And let me tell you, it doesn't have to start so spectacularly. Doesn't have to. The only thing you see, the only thing that messes you up is when you begin to feel this sense of peace and harmony about, while you are pondering on the heavenlies, you allow yourself to be hammered mentally, and then you come out of it and you lose it. And when you do not see a definiteness about it, you run away from it. You don't let it develop until it prevails over any carnal reasonings. But I can assure you that the days have come when the remnants of God shall live on earth as it is in heaven. Actually, I'm telling you this. I'm telling you this. The heavenly life, the heavenly estate is not foreign to you. Neither are you foreign to it. But now you see, that is exactly then what happens. When you grow in it and you attune yourself accordingly, you will discover a pattern of life that is so different from the earthly. And then you will understand what it means to have a ministry, or the ministry of reconciliation. What that actually means is you will start reconciling everything that has fallen away from the obedience of the knowledge of God to yourself. Now, in other words, you will reconcile your health, you will reconcile your pockets, you will reconcile everything that was falling away. That is the ministry of reconciliation. It is things that have run wild away from you, and they are not living the way they ought to live, because they are supposed to be subject to you. Everything in your life is supposed to be in harmony with you, with your desires. Now, you will learn that. You will learn that when you begin to understand that you are transdimensional. When you begin to take advantage of it. Take advantage of it. Invisible as it may seem for now, faint as it may seem for now, you get yourself practiced in it, meditate on it, it will get stronger and stronger and stronger until it prevails. Glory to God.
You can now listen, purchase, download, and watch supernatural, life-awakening messages from Prophet Elvis Mbonye on your laptop, tablet, phone, and all other devices at your own convenience, anywhere from your cars to your homes and workplaces, by visiting prophetelvis.com/shop.
Tomorrow about this time, you surely will be in a better place. Glory to God. Hallelujah. Tomorrow about this time, you surely will be in a better place. Glory to God.
Prophet Elvis Mbonye, Tuesdays, 5:30 p.m. at Zoe Grounds, opposite KCCA Stadium, Lugogo, Kampala, Uganda. Connect with Prophet Elvis Mbonye by going to www.prophetelvis.com/Facebook, prophetelvis.com/Twitter, prophetelvis.com/Instagram, and prophetelvis.com/YouTube. For this and more information, visit our website at www.prophetelvis.com.